All right, let's take a look at this. This is from Pro Football Focus. 5-round mock draft for the Browns. So they have the Browns in the second round taking wide receiver Xavier Worthy from Texas. Third round, they go with a defensive tackle, Braden Fisk from Florida State. Fifth round, an Ohio State guy, Tommy Eichenberg, also from St. Ignatius High School, so a local guy. So we'll go Worthy first. What are your thoughts of Worthy if he's there, and do you like that idea?
Well, the first thing I do when I do my draft work is I always go wide receiver first, and which makes sense for where the Browns are at this year. And to me, he's like a fringe top 10 receiver in this draft. Is a very deep drafted receiver, but he's a guy whose speed just jumps off at you. And I know we're probably scarred from the last sleight of frame track star that we had, but this is a different animal. This kid can track the football. And he does the little things too. If you watch him, his ability to maintain leverage throughout a route to where he leaves, he doesn't get pushed towards the boundary and gives his quarterback room to work on that side. Like, it's very encouraging, the things that he can do in that regard. But that slider frame probably should worry you a little bit. He's listed at 6'1", 172. We'll see what he actually weighs in at. But it's tough to make a living on the outside. So you'd probably transition to seeing more in the slot, which could free up Elijah Moore to work on the outside. It could be very beneficial. But he's also someone that could come in and I believe should get a shot at being the punt returner. Because when I say he's fast, I mean it jumps off the screen at you.
What about Fisk, defensive tackle, Florida State? They had a really good defense this year.
I've only had a couple exposures to him, but it's inconsistent. He's definitely, first thing, he's 6'5", 300. But his hands, very violent hands, very fast with his hands, and he has a ridiculously high motor for that size. Those are the pluses. Sometimes he gets stuck in that hand fighting mode, though, to where he doesn't disengage and really go after ball carriers, and his leverage can get high at times. He reminds me a lot of a prospect that I was pretty high on last year, Zach Pickens out of South Carolina, which ended up going, I think, with a 68th overall pick to Chicago. So someone I see in that similar range. He has starter qualities. Someone you could bring in. He could be at the bottom of your tackle room now and just work his way up. But he's someone I believe that if he puts it all together, could be a starter in this league.
And the last one we'll talk about, Tommy Eichenberg, linebacker for Ohio State.
Fun. Just fun. He's fun to watch on tape. He's an old school linebacker, which this draft is bereft of that. He's someone who I don't know if really fits the Browns mold. He's not that sideline to sideline dynamic athlete. He's in between the tackles, just a thumper. He's someone I feel like he feels like a future Detroit Lion to me, just based on the way he plays. But he's fun, man. And he's someone the Browns got to stop renting veteran linebackers for 1 year. He's someone you got to bring someone in and let them learn the ropes. If you just look at the way the Browns linebacker room's constructed now, you got JOK, you got Fields, you got Diabate under contract. That's it. Everyone else is a free agent. I try to bring back Taki, maybe Matthew Adams for special teams, but you definitely need to draft one, and I would be very happy with Eichenberg in the 5th round.